let me introduce you to the Minister of South Africa, of course, of Tourism, and that is Marthinus van Schalkwyk, and he's joined by his Mozambican counterpart, Carvalho, Muaria. And they're here for the national festive season launch, the official launch on the 4th of December. Minister, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning, Sam. Nice to be here. Yes, last night was special. West Coast hospitality at its best.
I must say, it not only was it special, but you also brought the Mozambican minister to experience not only West Coast hospitality, but South African hospitality.
Yes, no, you know, December, that's our big tourism time in the country for domestic tourism. But regional tourism is also very important, and we want South Africans to also know the region, to visit the region, because when it's going well with tourism in the region, all of us benefit. So I'm very glad that Minister Muaria is here with us.
I actually want to say good morning to the Minister very quickly. Minister, good morning. Welcome to South Africa.
Good morning. Good morning, South Africa. And I don't know, how are you guys?
Last night was very special. I mean, you were in the company of our very own, but also you got to experience South African hospitality.
Yes, I like it. And that was a wonderful night last night. And we hope that these things will always continue as we are region. You do not accept a region, we need to integrate it. And the tourism will be the way we to get together in this region.
Minister, let's talk about tourism, and that's really the big thing that we hear about today. It's the launch of the national festive season, and it's the official launch for us.
Yes, you know, a few weeks ago we announced the international arrivals figures to South Africa. The best 6 months that we ever had, the first 6 months of this year. But domestic tourism is where we still have a challenge, and we need to convince many more South Africans to travel, to be tourists in our own country. And what we have is the Via Mzansi campaign to sensitize South Africans. What are the products on the market? And we have the Via Mzansi campaign. It's here to tell South Africans what the rest of the world desire is right here in our own country.
There's always for me an issue when we talk about domestic tourism. It's about costs. It's about what is in my pocket, what I can afford.
Yes, and that's the reason why many South Africans still don't travel, because they have disposable income. But of course, we went through a difficult economic time, so people are looking after their money. But we've teamed up from the side of South African tourism with many companies in South Africa, joint marketing agreements that makes it much easier and affordable with CompuTicket travel, Pick n Pay travel, Checkers, ShopRite. People can just go to these channels and see what the affordable packages are, or go to South African tourism's website Via Mzansi, because there they will see affordable packages, flights, accommodation, everything.
That partnerships, how critical is it? I mean, you're standing next to the Mozambican Minister of Tourism, but within the region, within the domestically, how important is that partnership?
Partnerships are very important, and the one reason why I believe we are so successful with tourism in South Africa is because we understand from the side of government that the private sector, they are really our partners, the big companies, but also small business. And we also have a number of programs to support them, the Tourism Enterprise Program, programs in our own department, in the Department of Trade and Industry, because we believe that if people understand the value of tourism, we will see many more people coming to the fore, looking at ideas, coming with products to the market. That's what makes us competitive as a country.
And that value of tourism is in little communities like this. You were talking, just before we started the official interview, you were talking about just in terms of the fishing industry, it's dwindling the numbers, and tourism is almost a natural partner for communities like this.
Yes, Sam, over many years, we didn't fully appreciate the value of tourism, the contribution that it can make to our economy. And now it contributes directly and indirectly almost 9% already to our GDP, fastest growing sector of our economy. So our message to people out there is look at this sector, lots of potential. And many other traditional sectors are starting to suffer. The fishing industry is one. And wonderful villages like this one, tourism is obviously the answer.
Let's bring you in here very quickly, Minister. I mean, in terms of lessons learned for Mozambique, what are some of those? And then obviously you're having a chat to our Minister of Tourism, and what are those lessons learned?
As you know, the Minister of Tourism Mozambique is a very young one. It was created in 2000. And we're trying to learn a lot from South Africa, even from other countries. But we are trying well. We are trying very hard to put all together these things of tourism. Like since 2000, we had in that time more than 300,000 people coming in Mozambique. But today we are saying more than 2 million. And half of these people from South Africa, especially provinces like Mpumalanga, KwaZulu-Natal, and others. So we try to come in. And the investors from South Africa, they are a lot in Mozambique. So we appreciate that.
Let's talk about costs, Minister, because it's a question that I threw at Minister Marthinus. Just is cost one of the things that you face in Mozambique as well? It is expensive for locals to travel.
It is expensive, and this is a challenge which we are facing in Mozambique. And what I would try is to investors to say, when it's local, you have to have some discount that they can enjoy local domestic, and some tourism, not tourism, some hotel they are doing that, but that is a challenge, and also not only tourism, also traveling. You travel to Mozambique, it's very high. The cost is very high, and this is a problem which we are facing. So we have to work together as a region, try to pull down these costs, because they are not allowed local people to enjoy themselves within the country.
Because ultimately it's about investment, it is about people coming to the country, but it's also about locals experiencing their own country.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying that is a challenge. So we will try to work on that, because we need the investors to come in, but also we need local people to enjoy themselves within the country.
I just want to point out that the Silver Falcons just flew past, and it was in honor of the ministers that's joining me, of course, this morning. I just want to come back to you very quickly, Minister. I mean, what does it mean for South Africa and for your department when you have Cape Town as the city of the world in 2014? The Cape Town Table Mountain has just been inaugurated as the new seventh wonder of the world. This is what we're talking about.
Oh yes, all of that adds value to South Africa as a destination. We are doing very well, Sam. We are outpacing all our competitors at the moment, and it is because we have a plan. And we market the country very, very well. But I have to thank all the product owners out there. If it were not for people bringing quality products to the market, our job would have been much more difficult. And the private sector in this country plays a wonderful, wonderful role. But Decembers are always a time where all of us enjoy ourselves. And Sam, we should never forget, to be successful, we have tens of thousands of people out there who will be working in December. People in restaurants, people on flights, airlines, people in guest houses and hotels, in hospitals, and we should appreciate their role in December.
I wanted to talk to you, Minister Muaria, very quickly about just the positioning within the SADC region for Mozambique as a tourism destination.
I think that is Mozambique becoming the place which you have to go. And we, as government, we're trying to facilitate everything. So, like right now, the holiday season, what the government did is to create one committee, interministerial committee, to facilitate everyone who want to come in. So, and the post is now working 24 hours a day. So everyone have to go there. I think this time is Mozambique to place to go. And we are trying hard that, as I said before, the tourism sector is the one which can integrate this issue of region and people coming together in Southern Africa. So I think we have to believe on that.
In terms of partnerships, partnerships with countries like South Africa, how does that benefit countries like Mozambique?
Yeah, we are trying to learn a lot from South Africa. We know that South Africa has a lot of experience on tourism, like the place like Cape Town, which is a destination for everyone who want to come in. So this partnership is we trying to make stronger in Mozambique as tourism sector. So I think this is the place to go. And we were talking about it that next year, why not? You come into Mozambique, try to do something like this. So we promote our countries. We will promote Mozambique, we will promote South Africa and the region.
Minister, final question to you. I mean, these partnerships are critical. You mentioned earlier in terms of corporate, but let's talk about country partnerships like the one with Mozambique.
Yes, we have partnerships with a number of countries in the region. Mozambique obviously is a high priority, but we're working closely with Botswana, with Namibia, with Zimbabwe, because we want to see the tourism industry in those countries growing. There are wonderful investment opportunities there for our own people and from people from other parts of the world. And it's a simple lesson. If all of us grow, all of us benefit. What we are working on as well between us is a uni visa. If people from overseas apply for a visa, they get one from one of the countries, they can go to all our countries. And we should facilitate travel in the region. One issue that the Minister and I have also been discussing is to ensure more flights between our countries so that it is easier and cheaper for people to visit different countries.
Ministers, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And what an amazing aerial spectacle from the Silver Falcons in honor of the ministers that's talking to us here on Morning Live.